Szen Cobb comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. Cobb will try to make something happen. This could really set the tone for the game.
I agree, Boog. This is one of those moments where experience and poise really matter. He knows the task at hand.
And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7-10.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Cobb was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals. Makes the catch. One down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Takes it in for the out. One up, one down. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's 2 away. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Twins, Hector Fuentes. 3-2. This one in the air, center field. 1 away. Swings and chases a low one there.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Strike 2. 1 on, nobody out. A run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
In the air to left center. And there's 1 down. Back in Minnesota, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, number 33. Out to center. Cobb on his way over. And there's 1 down. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Reggie Sandoval, the next Twin up to hit. Into center. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Now the second run is in, and now they trail by 1.
Big swing of the bat right there. Just clutch hitting to get him back within 1. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
We go to the top of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup and it was successful. 1 down. Here's the left fielder. This one in the air, center field. 2 away. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Szen Cobb. And it's fouled away. Gomez, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude it. And a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
1 down. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the 2 roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take game 1 of the series on the road. Cobb with a forgettable showing in this one.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Just about to get underway. Digging in, Szen Cobb. And that's how he gets started here in Minnesota. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see.
Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second, on a bounce, safe. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Player's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the top of the first.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
Marcelo Meyer in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
0-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That one fouled off. 1 away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they can't do anything. And now the DH, Reggie Sandoval. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now.
Number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away now.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb gets under it, and that'll do it.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Fought off foul. Zingy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Top of the 3rd, no score. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Top 6. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb.
Szen Cobb.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's a strike, and the count 1-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Got him. Down 1 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing.
Bottom of the 7th, and now the Twins catcher, Boyd Martin. The 1-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Cobb under it. And there's 1 away. At the plate, Szen Cobb, 1 for 3.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
He hauls it in. 2 away. Vinny Pasquantino, the next Twin up to hit. This one in the air center field. Cobb settles under this one. And there's 2 away. Cobb had a poor showing, needed to do more.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
All right, ready to go here. Leading off, Szen Cobb. And we are underway.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
That one ripped, but foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of
charges, and he can't pick it up. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it.
Runner takes off, ball misses. Throw to second, save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Fouled off down the right side.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 in scoring position, nobody out here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. Now it's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball, that's low. Nope, outside.
Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Pulls that one foul. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the third and final game of the series. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Got it. Bangs against the wall but holds on. Runners tagging from second and third. He scores on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. That clips the zone. That's strike 2.
No, inside.
That one way inside. Two down. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left off. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 5 and the Angels 3. Now it's the right fielder.
The right fielder, Szen Cobb.
Man at second. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags at second to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. It's the Twins 5. No outs. Runners at first and second. Out to short. throws to first in time, and that is a big first out.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move two runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jason Ritchie, the next Twin up to hit. Lifted in the air, right center field. Cobb settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are two gone. Brian Cabrera will hit next. Here's the 0-2. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Out to short. Throws to first in time.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still two challenges left for them. Two down, nobody on. Chases in the dirt, slider there. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So a ninth. And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, just like Ryan E, me and Preem, this history. Young ones of Abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Mare, Ghost and Rick. Big up Big L, Prodigy, True Boy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. Already classic before you heard it. The spoiler was on my feature verses. I lined it up kinda perfect and then I hurled it. Rhymes in my mind's like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my... The illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the...
Szen Cobb is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Cobb locks in. I don't know if it's the release point or what, but he smashed this pitcher like a piñata.
Yeah, and it seems like every at-bat's a birthday party, Boog. Might be time to send a gift basket and hope for mercy.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Foul ball there. Fouled off. He was late. The Halos have raced out of the gate to start the season. Swing and a miss. Struck him out and one away. Man at first, one away. The 0-1. Rudder takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases.
Now this one gets through. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Line drive, base hit. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Cobb in the box again, takes the strike. Cobb thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. One down, and now for the Jays, Christian Hernandez. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Leonardo Bernal. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Cobb settles underneath it, and that will end the inning. Back to top of the Angels lineup. Szen Cobb digs in now.
Ball.
They'll wind the kick and the 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Man at first, now the left fielder, John Sexton. Payoff pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Grabs it on the run. That's out number 2. Jordan Lawler next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a pop-up. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats.
Cobb had a game to forget. Had 1 hit against 3 strikeouts in this one.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Okay, all set to go. Digging in,
Angels,
Szen Cobb.
Center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
And this one is off and running. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice...
Runner goes again.
Ball. Come on, get out. Get
No
out,
throw.
get
He
out.
steals third easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Just getting started here in Toronto. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Joey Ortiz, the next to hit for the Angels. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
The Angels are looking very strong so far this season. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Just missed. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Guidry wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a foul straight back. Runner at third, 2 away. Next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Line drive. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. So 2 down. Jonathan Clase getting ready to hit. And that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Jack Caglione next up for the Blue Jays. Out towards right center field. Cobb on the move. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Angels.
Cobb, the former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to
step off, throw to first, and he dives back in safely.
That's a ball.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Nixon, Famietti getting loose out there. Hill warming up as well.
That's in. Ball 2.
That
That's ball
misses. 3-1. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the third out. Pete Crow Armstrong next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air center field. Makes the grab. Top of inning number 7. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Up the middle,
find the ball.
And base hit. And a good start to the inning. Quick toss to first. Cobb dives back in safely.
With all of those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
Rudder takes off. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Joey Ortiz.
So up next, Joey Ortiz.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Ball 1.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Here's a 2-0. And there's a foul ball. This one in the air right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, number 1, Daryl Jiggly.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Angels lead 1. They still trail it here. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swings and misses. 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, struck him out, and that's the ball game. Cobb played well, but couldn't lift the team to a win. A 4-hit ball game, always impressive.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the plate.
Szen Cobb comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in, Szen Cobb.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
And away we go this afternoon.
These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
The Halos off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going.
Well, yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Ripped on a line to center, and he can't make the play. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw, but he's in there easily. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw. Bounces in. Safe at third. Not close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
One-two now.
That's a really good take.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And there's a ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Marcelo Meyer on deck for the Angels. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. In comes the first run of the game as the Angels take the lead. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Szen Cobb. The 0-2. Ground ball left side. Over to first. 1 out in the second. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Base hit center field. Bernabel around third. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 5-0. Foul ball. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players. Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Struck him out swinging. Good job at damage control. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Pete Crow Armstrong. Here's the 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. And there's one away. So digging in, Matt Shaw. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Szen Cobb will hit next.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And it's fouled away. Cobb was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Headed for the plate. The relay to third. And he's got no chance. He's out. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Jordan Lawler next up for the Blue Jays. 1-1 now. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw comes into third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Cobb had a sensational showing in the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Szen Cobb is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Cobb stepping in now. You ever get so tired of a pitcher owning you just want to bunt and jog to first at protest, Sengi?
Hey, man, whatever works right now. At this point, even a swingy bunt would feel like a trophy.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Deal one. Hard hit left side. Volpe throws it to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, the first.
Back in Anaheim, new inning getting started. Joe Adell up now for the Brewers. Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He made that look.
Next for Milwaukee, Sam Palma. Up the middle, he boots it. And everyone's safe, they're loaded.
Batting seven, the second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Yordan Alvarez up now for the Brewers. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Cobb with another scorching run of play lately. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time. And a tough play with a fast runner. Cobb with some impressive production lately. The 1-0.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
There's a strike. Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. The Angels trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone off the rocks in center. Touch him all time. A solo shot. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Cobb digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Outside. The Halos with a chance to get back into it. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save! It's 5-1.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself.
Cobb had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own poor day at the dish. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
Bottom of the 1st. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. On the ground to third. Oh, great stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Marcelo Meyer in the box, lays off for ball one. And another ball. Outside low. Ball three. One out and a runner at second. Swings through that one for strike two. And a payoff pitch. Runner takes off for third.
Get out, get out, get out.
Throw, and they got him.
Yeah, I don't really get the logic right there of trying to steal third. You've got to count where that hitter's most likely going to get a pitch to hit or he's going to walk. One thing is you don't want to be a distraction in his eyes if it is a pitch to hit. Fortunately, it was out of the zone and it was ball four, but you get thrown out at third base. So kind of counterproductive to producing a bigger inning and maximizing the runners on base.
For the Angels, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hard, good job.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman.
Nope.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Benton takes it in for the out. That's out number two.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
So in now for the Angels, Marcelo Meyer. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Popped up. Lopez settles under it. And that is that. Angels strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. Runners at first and second with one gone.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
A base hit. Runner around third. The tag, and he's safe. And it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Number 63, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Dixon also throwing. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Marcelo Meyer digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Last half of inning number 5. That one is absolutely belted.
You're scoring.
1 run's in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, we're starting over. 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Up now for Milwaukee, David Hill.
The first baseman for 23, David Hill.
2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of inning number 1 down. And now, Szen Cobb. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Edge his zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Now the 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering is fouled back. That one is hammered right field. That's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Round second, taken for 3rd. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
This one in the air, right field. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from 3rd. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
What a time to miss the cutoff move. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 down, runner at first. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels, known for his late inning heroics. just missed. Swinging a foul out of play. Man at first, one away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 2 down. Cobb was a big contributor for them in the win. Collected 3 hits in the game.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
So 2 down, and now Jacob Young. Out towards right center field. Cobb on his way over, and that is that. So digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Szen Cobb. In the air, left field, Palma on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Foul ball. Brannon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive, base hit. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Yep, that ball went out.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So up next, Warming Bernabel. Double steal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
That stolen base right there was all about the jump off the pitcher. He got a nice lead, timed him up perfectly, and was off to the races as soon as that pitcher went home. That's how you...
Hammered on the line, base hit. 1 run across. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single. It's 6-1.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 down. Next for the Brewers, Sam Palma.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these 2 teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Out to center. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Out towards right center field. Young on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the catcher, Jefferson Caro. And the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. Back in Anaheim. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. David Hill up now for the Brewers. In the air to left center, Cobb. Long run into the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now batting Joe Adell. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they inch closer. It's 6-3.
For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
And up next for Los Angeles, Szen Cobb. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The throw to second is offline. The throw is late, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
The designated hitter.
High fly ball, right field. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
2 aboard with 1 out. Warming Bernabel, the next to hit for the 8th, Hill. To Volpe at second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing. Back here at Angel Stadium, ready to begin the 8th, David Hill up now for the Brewers. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one. 1 down. Back to the top of the order, and next for LA, Szen Cobb. Out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The designated hitter.
On the ground. Base hit. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runners on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Go to third. Save. Double steal.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So bases all loaded up. Eloy Marcelo will hit next. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Right through there for a strike. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Through 8 full. With some solid production in the win.
Well, every team team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah. Just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm...
Szen Cobb getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Stepping in, Szen Cobb.
Tonight, the center fielder, number 55, Szen
Cobb. Cobb, the former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
So 2 down, now the third baseman. Here's a 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one, and that is that. Welcome back, and coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. On the ground to short, Rayner. One gone, bottom of the third inning. First and second, one out. Chavez, the next to hit. 2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Wallner. Swing and a ball line to center. And that's the 3rd out. Back in Anaheim, Szen Cobb digging in. He's the league leader in batting average, and that bat has been scorching hot, Singy.
Yeah, and everything off his barrel is noisy, Boog. Gap-to-gap approach, stays inside the baseball beautifully.
Yeah, doesn't chase, doesn't cheat, just waits for something he can drive.
Yeah, I'd say he's the definition of a professional hitter. You miss your spot, you're paying for it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb takes it in for the out. 2 down. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out. This to third, and that's just foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Ryan Clifford getting ready to hit. Payoff pitch. Into center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, Pedro
Cobb steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
This one in the air. Culpepper. One down. Cobb with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Well, Boog, this is a game he'd rather forget. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better next time out.
Cobb steps in. He's had a lot of success against this pitcher, Singy.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing, Boog, just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
Fastball is outside.
It's great watching Yamamoto pitch in Major League Baseball, but he played against MLB talent before he signed with the Dodgers. He was a standout at the Tokyo Olympics and in the 2023 World Baseball Classic and helped Japan win gold medals in both.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit softly on the ground to third, and that goes foul. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, runner at first. Jake McGowan now at the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that'll do it. First pitch swinging. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Fights it off. He'll see another.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow.
And that one handled. Feeds to second. Out there. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. That's worth the price of admission. Third home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 4-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting the tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. Juan Chavez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Set for the last half of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
That one ripped, but foul. One and 2 now. Got him. 1 away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Played pretty well in this win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
One out, man at first. Bryce Rayner will hit next. Just starting things out here in Angel Stadium. Runner takes off. In the air out to center. Cobb makes his way towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Digging in, Szen Cobb. Swing and a ground ball. One gone, bottom half of the first. Smith with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Juan Chavez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a base hit into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI. So 2 down. Here's the third baseman. Here's the 0-2. On a line, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now the left fielder. The 0-2. Into center. And it falls. The throw in. Save. Not in time to get him, and it's first and third with 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Yainer Fernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw into third. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Rayner. Payoff pitch. This to center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Szen Cobb, one of the best bats in the league this season, Siggy.
Yeah, line drives, gap to gap. He's doing it all, Boog. And those extra base hits are just piling up.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now the third baseman. This one in the air, center field. Cobb drifts towards it, brings it in. And that is that. One down. And now, Yainer Fernandez. The 1-1. And that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Ground ball right side, but it kicks foul. This one in the air, center field. Hendrick should have this one. And a couple of quick outs. A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I'm internationally known when I be on the mic. I'm internationally known, yo.